because everybody. All right. So Alonzo, yeah, thanks for popping on. We'd love to hear your story. So thank you for sharing. Go ahead.
But yeah, like I was saying, I've known Ed a very long time, and he's very trustworthy. And I just had a positive experience with the first platform that I was using to trade stocks with. And so I contacted Ed. I thought he was still had the original system, and so I was going wanted to reactivate my membership with that. And so Ed and I had a conversation about crypto, and he said he was writing the code for a crypto trader. So this had to be in 2021, I believe, 4 years. I believe it was 2021 or on about January, because I believe I started using the system in July, because I know 5 years would be my fifth year anniversary. But it has just been amazing. I just took a default setting that Ed had already had set up, and those same four I'm still trading today.
Original for me too. Yeah.
I added one additional one to, I'm trading five now. I probably should have left it at four, but it's still been absolutely amazing because the profit that I gotten from this has just been absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have believed it if he would have told me anyway. I wouldn't have believed it. So I'm very happy with the system. Um, I have taken profit and reinvested in other areas, but since I've been with Ed, I made about 75,000 in profits. I started with a $20,000 account, and it's just been phenomenal.
That's
I
awesome.
wouldn't. People come at me with all different trading systems all the time, and I always turn them down. I say, hey, I have something that's working. I'm going to stick with it. So I
You got
stick
the
with my,
OG.
yeah, I stick with what's been proven and tested, and I know this is only going to get better and better because Ed is always looking for perfection. He's
Mm,
always looking to improve upon this system. And so I just let it go. And it has taken good care of me because
that's amazing.
almost 5 years later, it's still paying.
Is that just on the crypto side or your crypto and stocks combined or?
No, I'm only doing the crypto side.
Okay, so crypto for the
But
last
I
five
just felt
years.
as though I'm still heavy in the stock market, but I don't use the auto trader to do it because the
Yeah.
investments I do on the stock side are more so long-term
Yeah.
investments. So I'm just buying and holding, even though for years I thought buy and hold was dead because I
Yeah.
used to teach that with Ed many years ago.
Yeah. Ed really believes that. Yeah.
But I
Well,
do love GoBabyTrade. I love it. I wouldn't have any other system, and it's been proven.
yeah. So Ian, this is interesting. It's reminded me, Alonzo, because you were when the auto trader was first created. So your results look more like Ed's results when he shares his screen, and you see that in like the worst like crypto winter, he's literally multiplied his portfolio since the end of the bull market in like 2021, towards the end of 2021 when he started some of his auto traders. And
Yeah,
it's he has four or five, but he'll pick which one he's going to show on the calls that we do. Um,
yes.
but the point is that, the long-term nature of this process. And then also, like, do you guys remember in February of 2024, I think, when we had that huge spike up? I mean, we were up like there were cryptos that had 50 to 100% moves. Like 1 month, it just was like this.
Oh yeah,
Well, Ed had people's accounts, auto traders, that I think literally doubled in that month because of all the positions that it had been accumulating. And then boom, 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 just like sold out of, just cleared out that inventory and then started fresh again. But it
I
takes
think
some time because then you have people that started their auto traders, after that in May. Then we've had this sell off. We've had this another painful down move. This bear market has just been extended forever. So we're still taking profits, and maybe we're looking at 40% profits at a year, but
yeah,
then when we extend it out to 2, 3 years and we have this kind of moves and mini bull markets or whatever, then we can do really well. But it's just not a short term tool. This is a long term
absolutely.
horizon.
But
Yeah.
I experienced some of the same things, and if you're watching, you say, "Oh man, this thing, everything's down, down, down," and all of a sudden, you get a spike, and everything's selling off. All month you got everything just selling off, and just have a phenomenal month.
Yeah.
And even now, if I look at my screen, I'm like, see, 19, 10, 18. I got about 60,000 in open positions right now. And I'm excited about it. The red doesn't scare me because I know once it spikes, a whole lot of money is going to be made on those positions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, so you like someone messaged me, literally emailed me just yesterday, or maybe it was a couple days ago. We had this big sell-off started, and it's like, should I pause my auto trade or should I stop it? So, what would you tell that person when we're having these kind of, down price swings we're seeing? Because I know what I told him.
And in
You're
fact,
like,
see, what I have seen is that with some of my clients who are with GoBaby, they get afraid and
yeah, yeah,
they see the red because they can't distinguish between a realized loss and an unrealized loss.
yes,
So they
yes,
wound up selling off their positions at the worst time
yeah.
in the
Oh,
red.
yeah. In the red,
I
and they
didn't,
just, yeah.
I didn't had it happen to so many people. Even recently, I didn't had people. So, everything's so red. I'm just going to sell off and cut my losses.
I
I
know.
think
You know
that's a
what?
big mistake.
It's because they can't get out of the mentality, and it's nobody's fault. I have no judgment, right? Like it's the way we're raised in this, it's the way we fit into, it's the paradigm, right? We're built to
Yes.
think in a buy and hold mentality, and also that we're trained to get very little money on our money. Anytime we put a deposit in the bank, that's a loan to the bank. They're lending it out and then charging us back for our own money at 30% interest rate or whatever on credit cards and paying us like now they got to pay more. I think maybe they pay out close to 3% annually instead of the measly maybe 1% because of the advent of the blockchain and the competition that they're getting. But people don't, and they just don't understand. And yeah, the public, the poor public gets manipulated. That's part of why I love the blockchain so much, as I saw it in my institutional finance days working for, billion-dollar hedge funds and mutual funds trading for those companies. And just like, my mindset, I was so, bottom line, or like those guys, you have no idea what you're looking at when the little guy comes and they want to buy something, and someone comes and crushes the market and then they
Yeah.
come in and buy it. Like there's so much manipulation that happens. And the public, the poor public, is just whiplash, and they get scared. And that's the programming that, that the loss is bad and the unrealized pain. There's no education in school about it. Are kids being educated as no, they're being educated to be, institute like worker bees, to fit into the
Yeah.
system. They're not educated, think outside the box and actually make money. Like we'd be too powerful if we did that.
Yes.
So,
So I think everyone who is brand new, just be patient. You'll never lose any money here. And I've seen every cycle of the market since I've been here. And it's keep paying me even in the lower range as price go up, I still make money. So, it's comforting to know. And so,
yeah.
but I think when you're new at it, you're kind of cautious. But when we came over to the crypto, I had been doing the stock side of Ed's trading system for like 9 years. I was with Ed over there.
Hmm.
I started doing the crypto trading. So it's the best investment I ever could have made. It's one of the best.
That's
No, it's good to hear somebody's been in it long term. Appreciate that, Alonzo, for your feedback.
Yeah, thanks, Alonzo. Yeah, especially because I was gonna say, you look so peaceful and relaxed over there. Like, everybody else is freaking out. Should I stop my auto trader? What is going on? And you're right, it's an unrealized P&L. And no, you got to be involved and go enjoy your life.
Yes.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing
You're
that,
welcome.
showing up. And the answer is no, do not stop your auto trader, you guys.
No.
At low prices. Like Ed says, this is where fortunes are made. You don't want to skip the best prices. Look, what happened if what did we bounce from Ian and Bitcoin from under 60? What was it? We hit 58 or 56,000 at the
Bitcoin
low.
spot hit $60,001.00, and we're up to, bounced up to 72 just yesterday afternoon.
Nice.
So
So a lot of times in these altcoins too, I mean, that's it. Bitcoin has had incredibly fast moves, right? Big moves. But in the altcoins too, like you turn your auto trader off like one day, you could miss like three, four trades, at the best possible levels. And then by the time you think you want to turn it back on again, we're back up 20, 30% and you just missed. So never, like that is just like I'm not a financial advisor. This is not investment advice. I don't have a brokerage license anymore. I'm not that person, but personally, my personal opinion and from Alonzo's experience and everybody here, yeah, pausing your auto trader is you're just trying to micromanage it. And Ed has a lot of built-in protection. And like Alonzo said too, when you first came on, like he's always tweaking things and improving things. Him and his son, I don't know if some people realize that he works with his son Steven, who's a phenomenal programmer as well, that they love work. They just program away together. And people will say, what if something happens to Ed? And he's like, what, am I looking pasty? And plus you should really be asking, what if something happens to Steven? He's the amazing one. Like,
Yeah.
but anyway, it's pretty funny. But the good news is too, our funds are always in our Coinbase account. We just won't have the great GoBabyTrader anymore, but it's not
Yeah.
like that those funds go away. But anyway, Ed's doing amazing, and so is Steven, and we're just really grateful that you popped in, Alonzo.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah,
what you
nice seeing
shared.
all that.